Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all my lovely girls. Okay, so today we are going to continue our discussion on the chapter 9, Nutrition and the Human Digestive System, with the 9.4 Assimilation. Right, so we are going to discuss 9.4 Assimilation. Okay, please open your textbook to the 9.4 and get ready. Okay, let's take a look on the learning standard of the 9.4. Okay, pupils are able to describe the roles of the circulatory system in assimilation of digested food. Right, the roles of the circulatory system in assimilation of digested food. Okay, that is the first learning standard. The second one, discuss the function of the liver. Function of the liver in assimilation of digested food. Refer to the function of the liver which involved in the metabolism of digested food, and then in the storage of the nutrients, and also in detoxification. Okay, so these are learning standards that you are going to cover for today. Alright, okay, now we go to the definition or the meaning of the assimilation. So what is assimilation? Assimilation is the movement of digested food molecules, digested food molecules into the cell of the body where they are used. Right? Okay, I repeat, the assimilation is the movement of digested food molecules. Okay, digested food molecules here refer to the final products, final products of the food, digestion of the food which is absorbed, absorbed into the blood capillaries. So the assimilation will occur after absorption, right? Okay, so I repeat, the assimilation is the movement of digested food molecules into the cells of the body where they are used. Okay, so I hope you can understand the word of the assimilation. Right, now we go to the role of the circulatory system. Okay, when we talk about the circulatory system, so you have to know that circulatory system consists of the heart, consists of the blood vessels, and also the blood. Right, so what are the roles of the blood circulatory system in assimilation? Okay, that we are going to discuss now. Okay, both the blood circulatory system and the lymphatic system, lymphatic system are involved in the transporting nutrients that are absorbed into the villi out of the ileum. Transporting the nutrients that are absorbed out of the ileum. Right, so there are two systems involved here. Okay, what are they? Blood circulatory system and also the lymphatic system. Okay, nutrients are absorbed into the blood capillaries of the villus. Alright, so we are going to discuss what happened to the nutrients that are absorbed into the blood capillaries of the villus. Okay, the nutrients that refer to the glucose, fructose, galactose. Okay, so glucose, fructose, and galactose are monosaccharides or simple sugar. Amino acid, minerals, and vitamin B and C. Right, so these nutrients are transported out of the ileum by hepatic portal vein to the liver. Okay, so these nutrients are transported out of the ileum by hepatic portal vein. So this vein you should know, and then you should memorize. Okay, which or what vein that carry or transport the nutrients out of the ileum to the liver. So there is only one vein. Okay, what are they? Hepatic portal vein. So this vein will connect it between the ileum and to the liver. Right? So The nutrients are then distributed to other body cells through the circulatory system for assimilation. Yeah? So once the nutrients enter into the liver, and then the nutrient will be distributed, yeah, to other body cells for assimilation. So that was what happened to the nutrients which are absorbed into the blood capillaries, yeah, of the villus. That nutrients refer to the glucose, fructose, galactose, amino acid, minerals, and vitamin B, C. Okay, next. Okay, what happened to the nutrients that are absorbed into the lacteal of the villus? Right? Okay. So what happened to the nutrients which absorb into the lacteal of the villus? Right? So do you still remember the structure of the lacteal? Alright. So the lacteal, yeah, as you can see here, so this is referred to the lacteal of the villus. Yeah, lacteal of the villus, and this one refers to the blood capillaries of the villus. Right? So the nutrient which enter the blood capillaries that refer to the what we had discussed now. Okay, that refer to the glucose, fructose, galactose, yeah, amino acid, vitamin B, C. Alright, okay. So they are absorbed into the blood capillary. But for the lacteal, yeah, lacteal, the nutrients that are absorbed into the lacteal are referred to the fatty acid, glycerol, and vitamin A, D, E, K, yeah, which are fat soluble, yeah, fat soluble. So you have to remember, yeah, the nutrients or the final products that are absorbed into the lacteal, only fatty acid, glycerol, vitamin A, D, E, K. And then what happened to this nutrient? Yeah? These nutrients are then transported out of the ileum by a lymphatic vessel, right? By a lymphatic vessel called thoracic duct. Thoracic duct for circulation in the lymphatic system before, right? Before they are finally returned to the circulatory system via left subclavian vein. Alright, okay, so please try to understand. Yeah, I know the sentence is long, but try to understand, yeah, what happened to the nutrients that are transported. Yeah, what happened to the nutrients that are transported out of the ileum by a lymphatic vessel. Yeah? So the lymphatic vessel is called as thoracic duct. Okay, as you can see from the diagram here, so this is referred to the lacteals. Okay, so the nutrients which are absorbed into the lacteals, yeah, right, okay, will be transported, yeah, transported by a lymphatic vessel called thoracic duct. So this is referred to the thoracic duct, yeah, the green color vessel here refer to the thoracic duct. And then the thoracic duct, right, is connected to the left subclavian vein. So these nutrients are finally returned to the circulatory system by or via left subclavian vein. Right? Okay, I repeat. Yeah, the fatty acid, glycerol, yeah, vitamin A, D, E, K that absorb into the lacteal of the villus, okay, will be transported to a lymphatic vessel called as thoracic duct. And then the thoracic duct will transport the nutrients, yeah, nutrients to the blood circulatory system. Yeah, will finally return the nutrients just now, to the blood circulatory system via left subclavian vein. So these two blood vessel, this is thoracic duct and this is left subclavian vein is connected. Yeah, so thoracic duct will transport the nutrients, yeah, which consist of the fatty acid, glycerol, vitamin A, D, E, K, return to the blood circulatory system, okay, by left subclavian vein. Right, okay, and then when the nutrients enter into the blood circulatory system, it will be distributed to other body cells through the circulatory system for assimilation. Alright, okay. So this one, as you can see here from the diagram also, so this is referred to the blood capillaries. Yeah, blood capillaries of the villus. Okay, as we discussed before this, yeah, the nutrients such as monosaccharide, such as glucose, galactose, fructose, amino acid. Alright, okay, what some more? The minerals, vitamin B, C will absorb into the blood circulatory, blood capillary. Sorry, so they will be absorbed into the blood capillary of the villus. And then what happened? Yeah, what happened? So these nutrients will be transported to the liver. Right, so this is our liver. Right, so this nutrient will be transported to the liver by hepatic portal vein. So this vein we call as hepatic portal vein. Yeah, it is a vein that connected, connected from the villus of the ileum to the liver. Yeah, to the liver. Right? Okay, so what is the name of the vein? The name of the vein is hepatic portal vein. Hepa refer to the liver, portal, portal penyambung, vein. Right? Okay. So I hope you can understand the movement of absorbed nutrients into the blood, lymph, and also from into the liver. Alright. Okay, now what happened to the nutrients as they enter into the liver? Right, so let's discuss the functions of the liver in the assimilation of the digested food. So you have to know that the liver is the regulator, regulator ni pengawal atur, regulator that controls the quantity of the nutrients that enter the blood circulatory system. Alright, so the liver is the regulator that control the quantity of the nutrients that enter into the blood circulatory system. Right, so the liver's function. Now we are going to discuss the liver's function that refer to the as or to metabolize as a in function in the metabolism of digested food. Yeah, so the liver are involved in the metabolism of digested food. Alright, okay, so for example, the metabolism of the carbohydrates that refer to the final product or the nutrients involved here is the glucose. So glucose is used for cellular respiration. Amino acids are used for synthesizing plasma protein and enzyme. Okay, so glucose is used for cellular respiration, whereby the amino acids are used to synthesize plasma proteins and also enzyme. Okay, and then through the deamination process. Okay, in the liver also occur deamination process. Okay, so what is a deamination process? It is referred to the excess amino acid, are converted or turned into the urea to be excreted through the urine, right? So excess amino acid cannot be stored. So you have to remember that excess amino acid cannot be stored. Yeah, it have to be converted into the urea, to be excreted out. Okay, so through by what process? By deamination process. What is a deamination process? That was referred to the excess amino acid converted or turned into the urea. And then the urea refer to the waste product and then will be excreted through the urine. Right? So that are referred to the function of the liver in the metabolism of digested food. Okay, liver in the detoxification. Detoxification ataupun detoksifikasi menyah racun, ya, membuang segala toksik yang ada di dalam darah, ya. Alright. So liver cells expel toxic substance from the blood. Okay, so that is the special of the liver. So because the liver cell will expel, yeah, toxic substances from the blood, right? It acts as a filter. Toxic substances are expelled through the urine. Alright? Okay, so that is referred to the liver's function in detoxification. Okay, and the third one, yeah, the liver's function as storage of the nutrients. Yeah, okay. So liver also can store the nutrient. Okay, only excess glucose. Yeah, so only excess glucose can be stored. It is converted to glycogen. So glycogen will be stored in the liver. Yeah, okay, glycogen that comes from the excess glucose. Yeah, excess glucose is converted to the glycogen, and glycogen will be stored in the liver. Alright, okay, so these are referred to the functions of the liver. Yeah, involved in the metabolism of digested food, in the detoxification, and also as storage of the nutrients. Alright, okay. Right, so now let's go to the assimilation process in the liver. Okay, so assimilation process in the liver, we are going to discuss assimilation of the carbohydrates that refer to the glucose, and also assimilation of the amino acid. Yeah, okay, amino acid, protein. Yeah, okay, so we go to the glucose first. Okay, glucose in the liver is used for cellular respiration. Yeah, when required by the body. Yeah, when the glucose is required by the body, so you will transport it to the body cell. And if excess, yeah, if excess, it will convert it to the glycogen and store in the liver. Okay, when the glucose level in the blood decreases, okay, the glucose level, kandungan gula dalam darah, ya, it decreases, ya, menurun ataupun berkurangan. And the body needs energy, so glycogen is converted to the glucose. Ya, glycogen, ya, the storage of the glucose, ya, excess glucose just now, if excess will be turned into the glycogen. So if there is less glucose in the blood, automatically the liver will convert the glycogen to the glucose. Then, okay, when the glycogen supply reach a maximum level, the excess glucose is converted to fat. Right? Okay. Right? So that is referred to the assimilation process in the liver, which involve the assimilation of the glucose. Okay, next we go to the assimilation process that occur in the liver that refer to the assimilation of amino acid. Yeah, amino acid. So the liver synthesize plasma protein. Yeah, the liver synthesize plasma protein and enzymes from amino acid. Yeah, plasma protein. Okay, please find out what is a plasma protein. Okay, excess amino acid cannot be stored in the body. Yeah, excess amino acid cannot be stored in the body. That is not same with the glucose. If excess glucose will be turned into the glycogen, but not to the excess amino acid. So what happened? So the excess amino acid are broken down through the deamination process to form urea, which is then expelled. So when the glucose supply is insufficient, the liver convert amino acid into glucose. Okay, so that are referred to the assimilation of amino acids in the liver. Alright. Okay, next we go to the assimilation process in the cell. Yeah, assimilation process in cell, in the body cell. Okay, so what happened when the nutrients reach to the body cell? Okay, next, okay, we go discuss the assimilation of amino acid in the cell. Okay, Amino acids are used to synthesize new protoplasm. Yeah, protoplasm. Okay, second words that you have to find out is protoplasm. First one just now is plasma protein. So what are they? And then second one, please find out what is a protoplasm. And also repair damaged tissue. Right? Okay, I repeat, amino acids are used to synthesize new protoplasm and also repair damaged tissue, yeah, in the cells. Okay. And then amino acids are used to synthesize hormones and also enzyme. Yeah, also in the cell. Okay, and then for the assimilation of the glucose in the cell. Okay, glucose is oxidized through cellular respiration to release energy, water, and carbon dioxide. Excess glucose is kept as glycogen in muscle. Right? So excess glucose also is converted into the glycogen and then will be stored in the muscle tissue. Yeah, in the muscle tissue. The energy is used for cell process such as protein synthesis. Alright, so that is referred to the assimilation of the glucose in the cell. Okay, last one. Assimilation of the lipids in the cell. Okay, lipids such as phospholipid and cholesterol are the primary component that build the plasma protein. Yeah, okay. Excess fat are kept in adipose tissue. Right? So when the fat are excess, they will be stored in the adipose tissue. Yeah, found underneath the skin and store energy. Okay, fat is oxidized to release energy when there is insufficient glucose. Okay, that was happened to the lipids, yeah, assimilation of the lipids. So in the cell, the lipids are used to build the plasma membrane. Yeah, because the plasma membrane, uh, majority, yeah, the component, yeah, the component of the plasma protein is made up of phospholipid, yeah, and also cholesterol. Alright, okay, so that's all in the subtopic 9.4. Yeah, 9.4 assimilation. Okay, so these are referred to the diagram which recap what we had discussed just now. Right, so this is referred to the small intestine that contain the villus, yeah, the small intestine wall, yeah, intestinal wall consists of the villus, so absorption occur here. Yeah, absorption occur here through the villus. Okay, the glucose, amino acids, yeah, all right, okay, will enter or will absorb into the blood capillary and then transported to the liver by hepatic portal vein. And then what happened here? The assimilation of the glucose and amino acid occur here, yeah, in the liver. So if the glucose is excess, it will be turned or converted into the glycogen and stored in the liver. Whereby if the amino acid is excess, it will convert it into the urea, okay, by deamination process, and then will be excreted through urine, yeah, urination. All right, okay, and then amino acid. Okay, amino acid also transported to the cell and to be assimilated. Yeah, also same with the glucose to be assimilated for the body cell. So that we had discussed just now, yeah, right? Okay, and then what happened to the fatty acid, glycerol, vitamin A, D, E, K? So this vitamin, fatty acid, the vitamin A, D, E, K, fatty acid, glycerol absorb into the lacteal of the villus and then will enter into the lymphatic vessel and then will enter to the thoracic duct and then will enter into the blood circulatory system via left subclavian vein, right? And then it will be distributed to the body cells. So lipids are used to build the plasma membrane. Okay, so that is a refer to the summarization of the assimilation. Yeah, assimilation of the digested food in the liver and also in the cells. Okay, I hope you can understand this subtopic. Alright, so please do your notes, yeah, by creating your mind map or your I think map, right, until you do understand. Alright, so I think that's all for now. Stay safe, everyone. Take care.